Welcome everybody to our show. This is Custom Fab Garage on our channel Octane TV on YouTube. Make sure you go down below and hit that subscribe button, and on top of that, make sure that you hit the notification bell so that you can get all the new content that comes out weekly and even every day. We are going to be doing this 2017 Nissan Altima. Every speaker in this vehicle seems to be blown. I'm not sure if somebody just abused it really bad or what happened, but it sounds really, really bad. We're gonna go ahead and replace all those today. All right, so on this 2017 Nissan Altima door panel, this is the first step we're gonna start with. It's taking off, basically, I don't know what you would wanna call it, the door handle itself trim that goes on the outside. So basically this piece right here. And then once he removes that with this plastic pry tool, correct? Mm-hmm. So you wanna use a plastic pry tool. You don't wanna use anything metal because it will mar up all the plastic. And that's how it comes off right there.
So
sorry about my focusing.
Pop off the top first,
and then move your way down to the bottom down here.
And it has this thing, it slides out, a little tab.
Yep. Got it.
Pops right up. Flip it over. Just two little tabs. Little big buttons you push on this side. Get this one.
They're always a pain on Nissans. I don't know why. Nissan makes their push-ins so small and so hard to push in that it is so hard to make those plugs come out. I don't know why they do this. So be careful.
Push it in right here. The other one's on the other side. Push it in. Pull it right out.
So there's a screw right there.
Screw up here.
And then we have another screw up here. Boom.
And then you got one back in here. Yeah, there's a little bitty tab right here. You see the little tab right here?
Yep.
Take your little pry tool, or this right here, I'm using a pick tool.
Yeah.
Pull it in there. Just enough to pull it out. Like that. And then just pull it the rest of the way out. And there's that little.
Behind there we got a screw.
And there's that little
indentation. Okay.
And you got two little tabs right there that slides out.
Okay.
On some models they have a light. On this model here they do not. Also a little tab.
You'll definitely want to remove this before, because if you don't, you'll have problems when you're holding the door panel by yourself.
And just to push it back through.
That way it'll come up through the door panel.
All this is little tabs.
And usually there will be lights in different models.
These screws are 10mm or Phillips.
Which sometimes Nissan likes to torque them in so hard that using the 10mm is going to be a lot better than doing the screws. But if they come out real easy with the screws, you're more welcome to use that. The silver one goes, this one goes there, black ones go on the other parts.
The black ones
on the
are
trim.
A lot longer.
Yep, and the black ones are longer. So they are different color and they are different length. So remember that. You don't want to stick them in the wrong holes, because if you do that, you might hit the window, or you might mess up your window tint. That's definitely something you want to keep track of when you're taking door panels off. A lot of Fords, a lot of Chevys, they'll use 18 different size bolts, especially different lengths. See the difference? That's why you don't want to make those mistakes. Then we're going to start pulling the door panel off. Maybe start over towards the actual door jamb first and move your way around. It's a lot easier to get a hold of it and grip onto it. If the door panels haven't been removed, they're going to be a pain in the butt to get off, just to be honest with you. And it's gonna feel like you're about to break your arm when you pull these off sometimes, so be careful. Okay, and then back here, what you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna pull up here, and then you're gonna pull straight directly up. Bottom one, you're gonna do the same thing, pull, and then pull. It's a ball head on the bottom. Ball head on the bottom, and then it's more of like a piston top on the back. And then you also have a plug right here that you're gonna need to unplug. Now we've already unplugged the bottom plug down here, so we don't have to unplug that. Then the door panel will come off. Now, this particular door panel, we had another pop piece come off. You'll hear it when it falls, but notice we're missing a green piece somewhere. We had one fall off, but might be up at the top. Right. But that's what the back, but that's what the back of the door panel looks like. And you want to make sure you pick those up and put them back on, or the door panel will not go on correctly. And here is your wonderful, lovely speaker.
Look at this.
And if you look, this thing has pulled itself away from the rubber.
not
It
all the way.
sounds so bad. This might go down in history as the top 10 worst speakers we've heard. I mean, it literally sounds like it's just flapping. It doesn't even make actual vocals, like it just makes flapping noises. All right, right there, we're gonna unplug that plug that goes on the outside of the speaker, and then we're gonna have 3 10mm bolts or screws, whichever you prefer, to take off the actual plastic housing on this. Now, I would advise buying the Nissan actual Nissan harness, speaker harnesses that plug into here, and the Nissan speaker adapters. We will put the links down below on Amazon where you can buy those, and typically they will be about, 2 to 5 day shipping. Right now, you can't get them for weeks. So unfortunately, we're gonna have to modify these. So what we're doing here is we cut out the middle part of the speaker, and we're gonna sand this ledge down right here so we can make it flat. And in theory, what we did was we cut out this part of the speaker and the magnet because it was already separated to begin with. So he just cut all that out. That way we can make room for this speaker to fit down into there. So it's kind of hard. Now, this is the speaker we're gonna be using, is a Sir Vega, because it fits in here. These are 300 watt max speakers. I'll put the part number down below, but this is the actual Sir Vega speaker that we will be using in this, which is the XED series. So we're gonna be using these speakers. XED 6.2, yeah, the XED 6.2 is what we're going to be using on this particular install, mainly because the cool thing about these speakers is if you look at the way the basket is set up, they're set up like a 5 1/4 on the backside, so you can use them as like a 5 1/4, a 6, or even a 6 1/2, where all the other speakers, the basket is so large that you can't fit it down in there. So this actually fits into that hole correctly. So we sanded this whole ledge down right here so it'd be flat, and then that way that this speaker will just sit right on top of that ledge. And that way it'll just sit flat right on there. Boom. All right, here it is bolted up with it modified and everything. Now, like I said, I would typically use a speaker adapter plate and a harness. We just T-tap these. I will put the link down below for the actual, so you can just screw it right in. You don't have to do any of these modifications if you don't have to. If you do want to do it, save some money, you're more welcome to. Same way with that, you just plug and play right into the speaker. So if you don't have the capability to get the speaker harness or the speaker adapter, you can do it the way we did it, or you can do it the easier way, and it costs you maybe $30, $40, and do it the other way, just where it's all bolt in and plug and play.